Hello everybody, sorry that has been 3 months. My LifeGen is being really annoying, so I did get it to work right now, but no promises that it will continue to work. But yeah, hi anyways. Hi, hey, it's me, Lilette. Welcome back to OtterClan. This one is Heather Kit. Oh, Kitten Cough. This is our sister tarantula Kit. Okay, and then our parents are Oleander and Sorrel. And there's this. Okay, got it. Sorry, it's been absolute ages since I last played on this world. So let's just go through. No matter. Oh shoot. Sorry, it's been ages since I last played while thinking. So just let me get back into the zone. While walking along the border, the patrol notices a Clan patrol renewing their scent marks up ahead. Proceed. When the two patrols get closer to each other, the patrol leaders share a quick nod of acknowledgement. The patrols refocus on their tasks without stopping for a conversation, but a feeling of mutual respect has been fostered. Shadow Pond and Songpelt. While collecting herbs with Songpelt, Shadow Pond can't help but notice just how hard his companion is pushing himself. Without a single word, Shadow Pond drapes his tail over Songpelt's shoulder, letting out a comforting purr as the elder cat leans against him. Words are not wording for me today, it seems. The patrol comes across a thunder path running through the grasslands. Oleander is hit by a monster and seems quite injured, but miraculously alive, so Oleander has a broken back. Let's chat with Almondstar. You've dug your way into the fresh kill pile, doing your best to pretend to be a piece of prey. Almondstar wanders up to the pile for a meal, and you stifle your laughter. I wonder which piece of prey I should pick. Which looks like the tastiest fresh kill on the pile? No, this rabbit is too big. This mouse is too small. Ah, perfect! Almondstar reaches forward and pretends to take a big bite from you while you erupt into squeals and giggles. Delicious! Oh shoot, I was giving him a female voice. Now I swear, my main characters always die. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna read through what's happened. You remark that Almondstar's nose looks bigger than usual today and are confused when he gets mad at you. Oh my gosh, that is me. You attempt to climb a tree, but your claws scrape against the bark. Your small claws scrape against the bark, but you don't get very far before a warrior urges you back to the nursery. A warrior brings you some honey to taste. It's absolutely delicious, and you beg the warrior for more. You and Tarantula Kit set up an ambush, crouching near the camp entrance while you wait for your victim. As soon as the entrance rustles, both of you pounce, landing on a shocked Sorrel. Okay, we don't have enough healthy medicine cats. OtterClan tracks down Dewey's last known location, but finds only an empty meth and a fading scent. Almondstar is finally feeling better, his experience with diarrhea now over. Icy Mane feels relieved at the lack of pain in his head. Its headache seems to have finally gone away. Yellow Cough has killed Sap Streak. Prairie Paw is free of Kitten Cough, once again able to play and frolic. Frostpaw went for a walk but slipped on the ice and broke a bone. Kitten Cough has spread around the nursery. Heather Kit and Tarantula Kit have been infected, so Sap Streak has died. Got it. And next moon, we died. OtterClan doesn't have enough prey for the next moon. As the soft noises of the clan soothes your spirit, you find yourself succumbing to a peaceful sleep. Your tiny heart, a warrior's heart, gives its final beat. A comforting warmth wraps around you, whispering tales of the ancestors who now await you. With one last sigh, you find yourself on the path to StarClan, leaving behind memories of your bravery and spirit. Cotton Gorse no longer has white cough. Lightburn has gotten a running nose. Oh, we both died of Kitten Cough. Tarantula Kit and Heather Kit have both died of kitten cough. In the past, Moon Tarantula Kit and Heather Kit have taken their place in StarClan. OtterClan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss where they had been in their lives. Moments after their lives are shared in stories around the circle of mourners, as those that were closest to them take them to their final resting place. She's still recovering from having us. So I think I'm actually gonna stay as Heather Kit. Today you've decided to go wandering. Eventually you stumble across a piece of StarClan territory that's a bit darker and scarier looking than the rest. You've been warned about this sort of thing. Maybe you should leave. You're no scaredy mouse. Tentatively sniffing the ground, you creep into the darkness for about 3 lengths before a twig snaps and sends you back the way you came. Maybe you'll come back later when you're better prepared. Please no, Heather Kid. I don't need you to fade. Got flame muzzle. So I think I did a year. I really should have rewatched the last episode of the series before this. Also, 6 subscribers. I only know 2 people who are subscribed to me. That means there is 4 people who liked my video, who have liked my videos enough. Oh shoot, I haven't been reading these out. See, this is what I do. I just go through and do it, so you can like pause, you can go back and pause and read through if you want. I promise I'll try to get better. It's the school holidays for me, so I am tired. Prairie Paw gets lost during their first solo hunt. You use the wind and rustling of the undergrowth to... Oh! I actually usually just change MC as soon as my one dies. So this is what it's gonna be like now. We're gonna just play as Heather Kit until I find a fitting cat. As soon as I find like a cat who I feel can take the position of MC, so we're gonna have Heather Kit for a while. You wonder if there's a word for a parent who has lost their kit. OtterClan still doesn't have enough healthy medicine cats. I feel like Rowan Paw's eyes are no longer damaged. What happened to Rowan Paw's eyes? Almondstar stands above the clan and proclaims Rowan Paw shall now be known as Rowan Fern, honoring his individuality. The ground inside the camp has turned into a muddy mess from the rain. Shadowpawn sprains his paw while trying to walk through the muck. A festering wound has... No! Our mother is dead! Stonepaw was moving some branches out of the way when he got a splinter. Rumors reach your clan that the loner Dewey has died recently. In the past, Moon Sorrel... Seriously, dude! Oleander! Parent! Creature! Oleander does not seem to have, Oleander doesn't seem to care that his entire family is... I'm just gonna check relationships. He has a crush on... Okay, he loved us. He disliked our old character. I'm pretty sure we used to be Timberpaw. He disliked, I'm guessing, Timberpaw's 3 minutes in life, 3 minutes in death. Family tree, siblings, Timberpaw. Oh no, he disliked our littermate a tad bit. I'm not really liking our dad right now, but he loved us, but he also partially disliked Mumblecit. He did not platonically love those two. He felt almost no romantic or platonic like for his mate, the mother of his 4 kids. And he has a crush on another cat. I keep on accidentally calling them they. Sorry, Oleander. They have another crush, so just go ahead, whatever you want. Flame Muzzle. As the patrol is trekking borderlines, they notice that a TootleClan scent has strayed into their territory. After poking around a bit, the patrol discovers a TootleClan apprentice that is wandering nearby, hopelessly lost. The apprentice is distraught upon discovering that they're on the wrong side of the border. While Muzzle understands it was an honest mistake, he still lectures the apprentice on the importance of respecting borderlines. Right, Prairie Paw and Milk Bracken. Prairie Paw isn't acting like her usual self. Milk Bracken guides Prairie Paw to sit, gently asking what's wrong. Prairie Paw, cuddled close to Milk Bracken's side, whispers that she feels like a failure and that she's not doing well enough. Milk Bracken gently tugs her close, murmuring that Prairie Paw is more than her failures. Failure hurts, yes, but with it comes a chance to learn. All she can do is try not to make the same mistake twice. Icyman finds an abandoned kit whose parents are nowhere to be found. Please live. Yes, Icyman rushes the kit back to camp. The kid is nursed back to health and is promised a place in the clan. Right? Freeze Kit, a ticked she kit who's 5 moons old. She is unruly with an active imagination. Ooh. Let's do our thing. Today you've decided to go... Oh my gosh, it's the same thing. Today you've decided to go wandering. Eventually you stumble across a piece of StarClan territory that's a bit darker and scarier looking than the rest. You've been warned about this sort of thing. Maybe you should leave. As you make your way forward, the lush trees of StarClan fade into a forest of dark, spindly, leafless stalks. It makes you a bit sad. Maybe they don't get enough rain around here? You remind yourself to come back later with some water. Maybe this patch just needs to be upkept more carefully. Oh, that's actually so sweet. Also, I found out elders can tell stories. Lightburn suggests this might be a good chance to practice teamwork with Rowanfern. Everything seems to be going well. Then Rowanfern trips over his own paws and introduces his muzzle to the ground at speed. Maybe they all need to go back to the basics. That would be me. That would so be me. I am so clumsy. Rowanfern got bruises. And Songpelt and Almondstar. Almondstar suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Songpelt. Both cats have a nice practice session, swapping their best tips and tricks with each other. Yeah, I'm going to make Freeze Kit a medicine cat apprentice. I don't really care if she wants to be a warrior apprentice. She needs to be a medicine apprentice. So next moon, you run around StarClan territory with Nettle Aster, yelling, laughing, and never getting tired. You will the clouds to cover the moon during a tense gathering. I can do that? OtterClan does not have enough healthy medicine cats. Rowanfern's bruises are gone. Lightburn's running nose is gone. Flame Muzzle is feeling extremely sore from the long distance he's run lately. Oleander can smell the infection from their back and feels the fever coming over themselves. This injury feels less survivable by the day. Stonepaw's small cut is no longer bothering him. Stonepaw has excelled at every task placed before him. Despite his young age, he's more than ready to be a warrior. He's given the name Stonefalcon, honoring his intrigue. Interested in all the myths and stories told by elders and... Oh my gosh, I didn't even need to make her become one. Fiercepaw decides to be a medicine cat apprentice, hoping to someday speak to those gone before. Shadowpaw loves her determination and eagerness to learn and agrees to take her on as his apprentice. I feel like he would just choose Freezepaw to be his apprentice, honestly. Cold with an active imagination. I want a cat with dreamwalking abilities. I want a cat with dream-walking abilities at some point. Eyes glowing with the last rays of the sunset, the small hunting party heads out to the gathering dusk. With their diurnal prey tired and headed to their homes, what the heck? Their crepuscular counterparts come out in full force. As their nocturnal prey still blinks away the sleep in their eyes, the patrol has a truly premium number of opportunities to catch food, enough so that the entire clan comes to comment the patrol's successful when they return. A huge amount of prey is brought back to camp. We have a bunch more prey than we need. Oh yeah, Stone Falcon doesn't have a mentor anymore. Almond Star, you take Freezepaw out, I guess. Freezepaw has to attend one of her grimmer jobs as a medicine cat. The grounds where OtterClan goes to mourn their dead need to be tended to. She's bringing along Almond Star as her assistant for this trip, and the two cats head out in relative silence. There's a sharp yell of pain, followed by a string of muttered cursives, and Freezepaw turns to see Almond Star holding one of his paws off the ground. It seems that the other cat stepped on a thorn. Ouch. They'll have to get that back to camp and fix that up. Don't mind my terrible ability to talk. As the patrol is checking borderlines, they notice the Cloud Clan scent has strayed into their territory. After poking around a bit, the patrol discovers a Cloud Clan apprentice wandering nearby, hopelessly lost. The apprentice is distraught upon discovering that they're on the wrong side of the border. While Cordengors understands it was an honest mistake, he still lectures the apprentice on the importance of respecting borderlines. I'm pretty sure last time it was Cloud Clan. Why are Cloud Clan apprentices always getting lost in our territory? Songpelt and Flame Muzzle. Songpelt gets taken aside by Flame Muzzle as he asks why he feels like Star Clan ignores him. Songpelt tells Flame Muzzle that one day Star Clan will call on him for all his many talents and his drive and determination to help OtterClan. Flame Muzzle ducks his head, embarrassed and pleased. Let's just do the three of them. As the patrol gathers together to train under Lightburn's leadership, Stone Falcon admits he thinks he had a vision from StarClan last night. The patrol talks to him about whether it was a real vision as they train. Today you've decided to go wandering. Eventually you stumble across a piece of StarClan territory that's a bit darker and scarier looking than the rest. You've been warned about this sort of thing. Maybe you should leave. Should I just leave? Because I hate getting this prompt. This is like the third or fourth moon in a row. You turn around and run back to the familiar hunting grounds of your home. Next time I get that, I'm not going to proceed again. Alright. 13 moons. You are dead. What will you do? Start a new life. Let's make a new cat, I guess. I like long fur. I want long fur. Let's go adult. I really like this position. Apprentice, kitten, elder. Sure. I like doing it with apprentice because I can like see them. I've been playing other ones and I found some really cute pelts. Let's do masked for now. I'm gonna go black, cream, no black, white patches. And I like to just randomize them. I really like the heart ones. That's actually so cute, yes. No, not no points. Really like the moon vitiligo. I just love making my cats torties. Bangles. Should I just put it on Sukoki, I guess? We want you to have dark. No. Wait, pale ginger, yes. And then torty patches. Ooh, which ones? Oreo modeled side mask, eye dot, Pac-Man, Oriole, Chimera, Robin. I like that one. Then we want you to have Amber, Hazel, yeah, not heterochrome. I don't like talking. Talking hates me. I think the feeling is mutual. Let's give you red. I like red. No scars yet. Ooh, that's actually cute. No. Ooh, yes. Yes, a bajillion times yes. Wait, what other lunar chimes are there? U-N-A. Search. So there's the gold ones and the silver ones. I'm thinking silver. Now we're gonna go StarClan. And no, come on. Lolette, can we, I want Def. We're gonna go with Def. And Daydreamer and Skill. Where is it? Where is it? Morbid Curiosity, was it? Tidy eyes and was interesting. Was that interesting? Ooh, interesting. That's me. Not even joking. Oddly resourceful. Lives in what's that one? Lives in groups. Always learning. Oddly orderly. Looks. Other catly whisper. Doses easily. Let's go. No, I think it's Morbid Curiosity. Or was it Restless? No, let's just go with Morbid Curiosity. We want a girl. Next step. Ooh, Ochre Kit. Ashen Kit. Hoot Kit. Dancing Kit is kind of cute. Snowy Kit. Gale Kit. Willow Kit. Continue. Right. Right, next moon. Let's go. Bathed in twilight's glow, you emerge into the world, cradled in the warmth of the nursery along with Daisy Kit. A pair of caring eyes, your adoptive father, Rowan Fern, gazes down at you, their purrs echoing the heartbeat you've grown familiar with. Their scent envelops you, a mix of milk and love. The clan's soft murmurs reach your ears, distant and comforting. Welcome to the world, Willow Kit. Almond Star's small cut has healed up nicely. Shadowpawn's sprain has healed. Songpelt has gotten a running nose. Flame Muzzle feels much better. His soreness is gone. Prairie Paw barely seems to be paying attention. Focus instead on a fluttering leaf. Almond Star has to repeat her name a few times before she finally pays attention long enough to give her vow. Sighing, the leader names her Prairie River after her hard work. Prairie River was seen playing with a kitty pet across the border. The clan has encountered Lucky. Prairie River just gives totally is gonna have a secret mate outside the clan either currently or at some point. The ground inside the camp has turned into a muddy mess from the rain. Stone Falcon sprains his paw while trying to walk through the muck. Alright, Daisy Kit is our brother. And then our adoptive father is Rowan Fern. So if we actually go family tree, we've got siblings. Let's just actually go into us. We've got parents, Cotton, Sal. These are probably our biological parents, and Rowan Fern adopted us. Songpelt is Rowan Fern's sister. And then Almond Star is our grandparent. Yeah. So, yeah, that is us. I would like to know how you, yeah, how these two made, um, shoot, wait, what are their fur lengths even? What are their fur lengths? Long and medium. Oh yeah, there we go. So they are biologically actually able to have a kit with long fur. Oh, dang it! I forgot to read it. I'll read this part then. Towering into the sky, the oak's blush of new leaves are gone. Are one of the most hopeful signs of new leaf to shadow pond. He gives Freezepaw a lesson on using the trees to track the season. Not just what moon it is, which only matters a little, but even how warm, cool, or wet the season has been so far. Oak leaves were gathered. Blech. Flame Muzzle and Icy Mane. Icy Mane is tempted to eat the prey he just caught. Do not proceed. Icy Mane decides against breaking the warrior code. So we've got Lightburn and Songpelt. Eyes glowing. With the last rays of sunset, the small hunting party descends into the gathering dusk. With their journal, oh my gosh, the words. With their journal prey, tired and headed to their homes, their crepuscular counterparts. Second. Alright. Where is it? Counterparts come out in full force. As their nocturnal prey still blinks away the sleep in their eyes, the patrol has a truly premium number of opportunities to catch food, enough so that the entire clan comes to comment on the patrol's success when they return. A huge amount of prey is brought to camp. Sorry. Right. Almond Star and Milk Bracken. The smell of food lures Milk Bracken into what looks like a tunnel under some recently disturbed place. Turning their nose up at the temptation, the patrol continues on their way. That was totally going to be a two-leg trap. Might not have been. I don't actually know. Right. Last three cats, which is Cotton Gorse, Rowan Fern, and Prairie River. The patrol encounters a patch of bare ground where a lot of two-legs linger. No. The patrol decides to hunt elsewhere. Right. We're 2 moons old, and we look adorable. It looks like we have like an ear piercing. You spend the day in the nursery, terrified of your newest discovery. You stare at the ground, eyes wide. Why does this happen? Why does your body do this? Where did your legs go? Why do they disappear whenever you sit down? Roanford stares at you sternly, his paw firmly holding your tail to keep you in place. You don't want a lecture. Not now. It was an accident, you swear. You would never, ever, ever pour honey into the warrior's den as a prank. Not you. Daisy Kid beckons you out of the nursery one morning to play a game of moss ball. The game ends in your victory. Frostpaw makes fun of the fact you can't leave camp yet. You lash your tail angrily. One day. Milk Bracken has gotten heat exhaustion. Oleander's wound is no longer infected. Frostpaw is happy to find her body pain-free. It seems her broken bone has finally healed. Ooh, Frostpaw's pretty. You can go with Almond Star, because you clearly need it. Hang on, I'm actually gonna do this first. Moss Ball Courage. The Moss Ball game stops abruptly when Willowkit hides behind the sunshade rather than missing another catch. I thought you just won a game of Moss Ball. Oh my gosh. Shadowpond looks at the calm, cloudless sky and decides it's a good opportunity to show Freezepaw where some of the most commonly needed herbs are located in their territory, both above and below ground. Freezepaw is constantly distracted, running ahead at every little noise or interesting sight, much to the frustration of Shadowpond. Evidently, no new knowledge will be gained that day. Prairie River and Flame Muzzle. Flame Muzzle suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Prairie River. Both cats have a nice practice session, swapping their best tips and tricks with each other. Songpelt and Rowanfern, siblings. Rowanfern suggests this might be a good chance to practice teamwork with Songpelt. It's really nice to just get out of camp and train, to have a space to focus with a good training partner and to work things with. Cotton Gorse, Lightburn, and Icy Mane. Go on patrol. The patrol is checking along the borderlines when they hear a startling sound. A hiss of pain? They quickly follow the sound to the source. It's a loner, one who appears to be injured. Proceed. The patrol approaches cautiously. The loner draws himself up, but doing so causes him to let out another hiss. Lightburn offers to bring him to camp. Though he seems hesitant, the loner agrees. Nitro Pounce join the clan. Roll again. Alright, then let's go Nitro Pounce. Male is looking around the camp with wonder. He's rebellious with a keen eye and is a good sport. He's 108 moons old. Oh yeah, we can get rid of Oleander being related to us. And we can go Willow Kit. 3, 1. And Almond Stars are grandparents, so they can be moved to. He can be moved to 1. And then we want Rowanfern and Songpelt. And then, is there anyone else we're related to? LifeGen, you stumble upon a stash of fresh moss. It's perfect for changing the bedding in the Elder's Den. You attempt to move the moss, but it's a bit too much for your small size. You're left with a big mess. That's sad. I mean, Willowkit is only 1 moon old. Songpelt's running nose is gone. Flame Muzzle has gotten fleeced. Stone Falcon has recovered from his sprain. Stone Falcon slipped from some rocks and twisted a paw. Willowkit isn't bothered by being deaf. Though the clown seems to want to comfort her when everyone finds out. That's why learning to talk has been so hard. 6:45, got it. Willowkit. An apprentice that you look up to approaches you one day, asking if you'd like to sneak out of camp. No. The apprentice rolls their eyes, calling you a scaredy mouse. I'm sorry, too many of my cats die for that to ever be fun. Wrong one. Alright, next one. Prairie River and Cotton Gorse. The patrol hears a cat begging for their housefolk to come back, just barely intelligible over the sound of a monster speeding away. Cotton Gorse finds a kitty pet collapsed by the thunderpath, wailing for his housefolk. Cotton Gorse comforts him, asking why he was left here. The only explanation he has is that he's sick. Perhaps he was too much of a burden? Cotton Gorse offers him a place in OtterClan, at least until he recovers. He tentatively accepts, looking longingly at the thunderpath as he's led away. Birdie Paw. Oh my gosh, it's only an apprentice. Clan's rotation towards outsiders has improved. Let's look at Birdie Paw. What is wrong with you? Yellow cough. Oh, we can fix that. Poor thing. He is obsessive, he lives in groups, and is good with directions. Ooh. My friend is texting me and I'm trying to focus on this, so that is probably why my attention seems so thingy. Her eyes daring Lightburn to say no. Songpelt suggests hunting by the two-leg nest. They're interrupted by two legs wandering through the woods a couple times, but it's a successful hunt. A medium amount of prey is brought back to kill. Oh my gosh. Can I talk normally? Flame Muzzle suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Icy Mane. Unfortunately, neither cat steps up to teach. It makes everything feel awkward and like a waste of time, and the cats give up and return to camp a little irritated. I'm a little irritated that you didn't get anything done. Alright, next three. Ellenstar, Rowanfern, and Frostpaw. As the patrol is checking the border lines, they hear an odd sound coming from the long grass nearby. Proceed. Ellenstar pads closer to the grass, intent on finding the source of the noise, only to come face to face with a skunk. The poor cat ends up stinky for days after after the unfortunate incident. It is currently 6 degrees Celsius in Lithuania. Next moon. You ever hear? How? How can she overhear? While you're outside playing, an unexpected downpour begins. You let out a small growl of annoyance as your fur becomes drenched. Sensing your discomfort, Almondstar moves to stand over you, sheltering you from the worst of the rain until the sky clears. Oh my gosh, that's cute! Cotton Gore says, go out and please. Almondstar saved Nitro pounced from a big dog, but was badly injured. Icy Mane is caught outside the clan's territory. The more romantic members of the clan sigh, watching new mates Lightburn and Milkbracken, who too caught up in each other to notice. Lightburn was seen arguing and borderline fighting with a cat from Teasel Clan. Milkbracken has recovered from heat exhaustion, and Flame Muzzle has finally gotten rid of all his fleas. Right. Now, next one, Songpelt, Cotton Gorse. Let's go. Songpelt wanders past an old badger set overlooking a crook in a little river, then freezes. There's a new scent there, acrid and acrid. Is it acrid or acrid? I think it's acrid, but I don't know. Proceed. The cats try to find enough bits of grass to block the opening to the set, but it won't clump together and hold a shape. Before they know it, they're tired, thirsty, and forced to return home with nothing to show for it. Right, Lightburn, and you can go with Milkbracken! The patrol encounters a patch of bare ground where a lot of two legs linger. They continue hunting undetected. A medium amount of prey is brought back to camp. Next to Rowanfern, Frostpaw. You two are gonna do some training. As Frostpaw trails behind Rowanfern, the ground trembles beneath her paws. She looks around wildly for safe footing, just as the earth caves beneath her and the world goes dark. Rowanfern digs through the loose soil, helping Frostpaw clear the way enough for her to scramble free. Frostpaw admires how smart Rowanfern is. Now, Frostpaw trainee. Oh my gosh, only 35 and you're 14. She's gonna be named at like 16 moons old at this point. Alright, Icy Mane and Flame Muzzle. Flame Muzzle suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Icy Mane. Unfortunately, neither cat steps up to teach. It makes everything feel awkward and like a little waste of time. The cats give up and return to camp a little irritated. Bringing a motley assortment of clanmates along with them, Shadowpond heads out on an herb gathering patrol, searching for the evergreen, ever reliable horsetail to harvest for the herb stores. Right. Shadow Pond is distracted today, and it affects his work. The patrol is unsuccessful, and the cops are snappy with each other. Alright. I need to do my LifeGen patrol willow kit. A shuffling gaggle of kits surround you, their eyes gleaming with mischief. Their challenge? Sneak into the leader's den, a territory typically shrouded in reverential silence while the leader is away. You manage to slip into the den, but the leader's scent makes you freeze. Just as you're about to exit, the leader walks in, eyes wide with surprise. What follows is a stern lecture and a direct march back to the nursery, your ears burning with embarrassment. Surprised Almond Star wouldn't be like, "Oh, hello." I mean, Almond Star is Sunshade. Let's go. Sunshade throws a moss ball high in the air for Willowkit to catch. She makes a daring leap off a nearby rock to catch it. Alright. Your den mates watch enviously as Cotton Gorse brings you a special gift. Yeah, probably because we're getting preferential treatment from, like, everyone. You attempt to climb a tree. Your small claws scrape against the bark, but you don't get it very far before a warrior urges you back to the nursery. Oleander is ecstatic to be walking around freely again. Their broken back finally healed. Fairy River has gotten a running nose. Stone Falcon's sprain is feeling much better. Shadow Pond explains to Nitro Pounce that the weakness he feels in his leg will likely always be present as a consequence of severe damage. Birdie Paw's yellow cough is gone. Almond Star stands above the clan and proclaims that Birdie Paw shall now be known as Birdie Back, honoring his hard work. Right. Let's just do LifeGen. You stumble across a stash of fresh moss, perfect for changing the bedding in the Elder's den. You attempt to move the moss and left with a big mess again. Alright! Training! Oleander suggests this might be a good chance to practice new hunting techniques with Frostpaw. Both cats have a nice practice session, and Frostpaw soaks up all of Oleander's best tips and tricks. Good! How is an 11-moon-old cat? How is an 11-moon-old cat a warrior before a 15-moon-old cat? This is what I'd like. Nope, not that one. This one. Lightburn wanders past an old badger set overlooking a crook in a little river, then freezes. There's a new scent. They're acrid and sour. Well, the only way to know is to check. Lightburn scrambles into the den for a look and comes nose to nose with its occupant. It's only by the grace of StarClan that he's able to redirect that speed and twist around just as fast, shedding fur and clumps as the badger's furious snarling and fizzing falls him the Troll again. Can words just word for me today? Yellow flowers poke out from the leaf litter, signaling that the dandelions haven't given up on growing for the season. Shadow Pond heads out to look for them, taking Freezepaw to learn about one of the most useful common herbs in their arsenal. Truly, dandelions are an essential herb to keep in stock, crucial for poison and stings. The white milk in their roots and stems keeps for a long time, and it's a potent cure for poison. Their leaves are weaker, but fast-acting and can be chewed into poultices. Even the fluffy dandelion heads are useful as an OtterClan kitten's favorite short-lived toy. Shadowpawn smiles fondly as he remembers watching Freezepaw playing with them just a few short moons ago. Dandelion was gathered. Icy Mane and Cotton Gorse. The patrol finds a small burrow in the ground with a strange sight. Cotton Gorse hesitates, unsure if it's worth checking. Let's check it. Okay. Inside the burrow is a rabbit, curled up and alone. Perhaps a buck recently kicked from its birth warren? Whatever the case, this rabbit will feed the clan now. A large amount of prey is brought back to camp. We've got double the amount of prey we need. Double plus 0.5. Stone falcon, flame muzzle. Stone falcon is tempted to eat the prey he just caught. Sure. He resists the temptation, going on to make a couple great catches to make sure the elders are fed. A large amount of prey is brought back to camp. Song pelt and nitro pounce. Nitro pounce finds a loner offering healing skills in exchange for shelter. Proceed. After hearing more about your clan, the loner slightly declines joining. The patrol has met Sahil. Yeah, okay. Rowan Fern, Prairie River, and Birdie Back. The patrol comes across it. Oh my gosh. Prairie River is leading the patrol, and the patrol comes across a prairie dog. Can my words just word for once in my life? The patrol catches the prairie dog. A medium amount of prey is brought back to camp. 143. Next moon. You perform a choreographed song and dance for the leader, much to their delight. Oh, you and Daisy take a nap together after a long day of playing. You cuddle together in a warm pile of fluff. Oh, it seems someone is home. So I think we're gonna just read through this, and then that will be the end of this video. Cotton Gorse has finally gotten rid of all his fleas. Flame Muzzle trips over an unseen rabbit hole, spraining his paw. Oleander is caught outside the clan's territory. OtterClan welcomes Frost Snow as a new warrior, honoring her integrity. See, I said 16 moons. With the stars softly shining and lighting their pets, Shadow Pond gives Freezepaw her full name, Freeze Curl. They both share the rest of the night with StarClan, celebrating their good fortune of having another medicine cat. Yep, there we go, as I thought. So, that will be it for this episode, but I will try to do this, especially because the last video, when I'm posting this, has 138 views. So, yay. See you guys next time. Hopefully, I can do another episode. Bye!